The best moments of our lives are the ones we share with the people around us. Friends, family, community. These are the qualities that help define our sense of home. And sometimes it's the small moments we share together that make the biggest impact. At Keiro Northwest, we've turned this into our mission.
What we try to do is make it feel as though it's home, and that you have an opportunity to interact and be with your loved ones. You want to have fun, and you want to laugh, and you want to have a good time, and you don't want to be depressed or in a clinical setting. You want to go out strong, and you want to go out having a good time and feeling loved. And that's really what we want to do here at Keiro.
Building that feeling of home presents a challenge when it comes to providing care with comfort. The Takeuchi brothers, members of the 442nd, were residents of Keiro who had lifelong ties to the community. Their family found it difficult to create a feeling of home for them.
When I first used to hear about Keiro, I used to really think very highly of Keiro because that's where I used to think that's where everybody used to go, and the uncles knew that they were going to come here. And so when our two uncles, I had to put them in here, it was very hard because I knew as they were getting ill and they were unhealthy, I knew then that they didn't want to leave their home. But yet every time I came here, I tried to make the best of it and tried to make the best of situations.
I think in the back of their minds, they didn't want to be here because they wanted to be in their own home. They wanted to be in their own environment. So that was a difficult decision for us. And when we came to visit them, that was even made more difficult because it's still not the same as allowing them to have the comforts of their home.
Stories like the Takeuchis matter to us, which is why we plan to transform our Garden Vista room into a brand new, family-friendly space. A room traditionally used to welcome the outside community, a space that represents our connection to the things we value most.
This Garden Vista room has been so important to so many members of our community. This is about taking the Garden Vista room to the next level, so that all day, every day, the community, our family, our residents can enjoy not just this space, but the garden. Our intention is to open it up. It's a beautiful space. And then also for those larger events, be able to have it be more functional, something that's a little bit more contemporary so that we can have even more celebrations or community events here at our facility.
Our vision is to transform the Garden Vista room into the Keiro Café, a place where families and residents can come together to spend quality time in a more natural, comfortable environment. A cafe that will offer an assortment of beverages and pastries open to visitors, families, and residents.
For me and for the Keiro Northwest staff, when we thought about what would be important for our residents, what would be important to ask everyone in the room for, we felt really strongly as a team that this space could provide that place for families to have that feeling and sense of togetherness. It's a way for us to show our compassion towards these families as they go through this time.
To create an environment within the facility that would create a home environment, I think is very important, not only for the visitors, but for the residents as well. So they can feel confident that they can ask people to come visit them and they can host them in an area where they can be, they can have that kind of home environment.
I would love to see the cafe in here. I would definitely support that, and it would have made a difference in my life to have a cafe and maybe just reminisce and run into people that are maybe going through the similar things. It'd be like a little meeting hall. It would be really nice, and it might even be a healing place.
When it comes to being with family and friends, there's no place like home. The creation of the Keiro Café is our commitment to providing the next best place to home. At Keiro Northwest, we believe that every moment we share together matters.